Maternity Leave deals with Claire's amnesia and her time at the staff, otherwise known as the medical station, of the DHARMA initiative. I'll break down this episode first in the flashbacks and then the present. In 2018, 12 years since this episode aired, we got the script for it released online. Luckily enough, it did confirm the dates for the flashback scenes. We are going back to events from the first season. If you saw my video from season 1 episode 11, I mentioned that at some point the trail broke into two directions, one taking Charlie to the Banyan Grove here and the other one to the medical station. Jack and Kate followed the first one and managed to save Charlie. Locke and Boone followed the second trail but were unable to find the staff. In that video I also said that Tom Friendly helped Ethan, but I think I might backtrack on that. Tom has a very demeaning tone to Ethan in this episode, as if he's not agreeing on the way Ethan has handled the situation. Therefore I might scratch that theory. I think that it's the more villainous others that helped Ethan with the mission in season 1. Pickett, or maybe Ryan. However, Locke and Boone didn't find Claire. They passed the filming location at Manoa Valley. The flashbacks will take us to a new DHARMA station, and like the previous ones, I've also made a map of this one. In this case I've made two versions, one being an accurate replica of the station and one fan-made. I'll break down both. The official map here includes the dark stairs down to the hallway, to the operating room, as well as the nursery over here. Back here we have the locker room, but behind one of the lockers is a secret room, which we'll see in the episode DOC. This is where they went to in season 3 and 4. However, what about these doors? We never see inside them. The unofficial map that I've made covers the 3 doors here. These doors likely lead to some hospital beds, since Claire had to sleep someplace before she was taken into the nursery. Therefore, since the doors are identical, I just copied it on the other side, kind of like a male and female side of the medical station, with their own bathrooms. Ethan could have slept here, and the small door over here says escape hatch. I think it's just as simple as a small ladder that goes up, just like the hatch in the Swan station. The medical station is underground, but not that far into the ground, so it's just a small ladder up to a hatch. It's safe to have an alternate exit in case something happens to the main entrance. It was also smart of the DHARMA initiative to construct a medical station here, since that would be closer to the stations on the south side of the island, such as the Tempest. After a night's rest, Ethan brings Claire to the operation room. It is day 17th, the day after Charlie was hanged, and Locke and Boone found the hatch. Ethan injects Claire with the DHARMA vaccine. That's all we get to see from this day. Presumably he takes her back to a bed here. You see, Ethan doesn't bring Claire to the nursery until a week later. Therefore I think this room is empty as of now, and Claire is just sleeping here. It is day 23, October 14th. Nothing much happens with the midsection survivors, while the tailies are over here continuing to interrogate Nathan. Ethan injects Claire with the DHARMA vaccine again, but this time he takes her out, down the hallway, and into the nursery. You know about dreams having foreshadowings on the show? Claire dreamed about a cradle with oceanic plains, and now it's here. The question I would pose is, where did this come from? Did the others bring it here, or was it already here from the DHARMA days? Oceanic Airlines has existed since 1979, and Baby Mobile's even older. The song that the mobile plays is Catch a Falling Star, which was released many decades ago. It's also quite popular, so I doubt that the others reprogrammed it to play that exact tune. Some of these things in this room are pretty ageless. Road rugs have existed since the late 50s. Same with My Big Alphabet Book. However, the battery-powered musical mobile, it seems a bit newer to me, so it could have been brought to the island after the purge. Tom gets here and is irritated with Ethan. He's not wearing his hillbilly attire. Then we don't see much more from this day. It is day 25, October 15th. Ethan checks up on Claire again. She has now knitted a baby booty. Ethan brings Claire out of the station for the first time, going up the main entrance and out. The filming location is still in the Manoa Valley. They sit on a log right outside of it. It is the night between October 18th and 19th when Alex wakes up Claire and shows her all the people at the staff. She drugs her and then takes her out, likely through this door over here, not in viewing distance, and then through the main entrance. She leaves her in the jungle. Danielle Rousseau finds her, and then brings her down, close enough to their camp at the caves. She'll wander off a bit and then Boone and Locke will find her.
He's got a rash. I need to find Jack.
He's on shift at the hatch.
Claire believes Aaron is sick. Enlisting the help of John, who offers to get Jack from the hatch, she waits by her tent. At the hatch, Locke goes through the airlock and into the living quarter and informs Jack of the events, and the two swap shifts so Jack can tend Claire and Aaron. Danielle Dussault was close to the camp earlier in the day when she came to Saeed and brought him to the man in the net. She comes back at night and arrives at the beach. Kate sends her away. Jack arrives at the beach.
What if he caught something really bad? Like some kind of infection?
Infection? Where did you get that idea?
Rousseau was here.
We're now at the next day. Echo is cutting down the trees he marked in the episode Fire and Water. I remember that some fans thought that trees had to do with the trees that the monster uprooted and that Echo was trying to uncover some monster secrets. Boy, Lost fans went way deep into the stuff. He'll be on his way to the Swan Station. Locke and Jack gives the fake Henry Gale some food and a book. They discuss the long-term plan and that people will ask questions regarding the changing shifts. At some point, Henry will have to go to the bathroom. Remember, I mentioned we never see anyone poop. Well, we don't. It cuts to right after.
Hello? Hello?
Jack waits and we see fake Henry wash his hands while Echo is coming down, hoping to borrow a saw. Locke points Echo to the computer dome, so there's likely a saw in Desmond's cabinet, here with the rest of the tools. Libby helps Claire regain her memories.
Just keep breathing. Now I want you to visualize yourself when you were pregnant.
Kate borrows a gun from Sawyer. Together with Claire, they trek and follow the trail.
You sure this is her triumph? We started at the exact spot where we chased her off the beach.
This is filmed at Judd Trail. A lot of locations have been filmed here, many on different places on the island, so it's not possible to find one that connects all of them. They find Rousseau and then trek together. She leads them to where Claire scratched her. It starts to rain, Claire is starting to remember, and we're back in Manoa Valley.
Where are you going?
Claire finds the entrance, which has been covered up. They go down the dark steps and find some flashlights over here. They split up. Kate is gonna find the power switch. Claire and Danielle go in here, into the nursery. It's empty. Kate switches the power on, and in here she finds the theatrical glue, fake beard, and the rest of the other's clothing. Claire and Danielle go here.
Help! Kate! Come here, I need some help! Help me up with this!
Kate helps Claire, and then they go back empty-handed. Claire tells Danielle about the teenage girl who helped her before they split up on their way back to the beach. Echo talks to Jack and together they go to the Swan site. Since Echo has deduced that there is a man there, they let him in while Jack goes back to the beach, since we'll see him with Claire a little bit later.
I am Mr. Echo.
Echo talks to him, and then he goes back as well. A little bit later, Locke gives Henry some food and we get a small taste of Benjamin's mind games, after observing the power struggles between Locke and Jack.
The rash has even started to fade.
Thank you so much.
I didn't do anything. I'll check back in a couple hours, okay?
Jack checks up on the baby until he heads back to the Swan. We're continuing the mythological dig and start a new trek across the island to find the balloon in the episode The Whole Truth next week.